Um, emphasis on the brutal. Uh, there's a brutal honesty about ourselves. And you and I, in a moment of tension where one of us is, digging in for some reason or another, the other person will ask, "Is this your ego?"
Hmm.
And the default answer for anybody else being asked that question is no, even if it's yes. What I think is the lesson here is when one of us says to the other, "Is this what you actually feel or is this your ego?" And the other person will say, "It's my ego." There's a vulnerability even in extreme tension. I guess where I'm getting at is like, how did we learn that? Have you always been that honest about yourself, or how did you learn that?
Um,
Because you and I will say it's my ego, and we'll back away from the argument.
I mean, in the conversation we just had, I think that came up twice. In one case, the answer was yes. In the other case, the answer was no.
Yeah,
Right, about two separate
two
things.
separate things. Yeah,
I think that okay, ideally, as you get older and you become more self-assured, you're able to actually say, "Gosh, you're right. This is about my ego, and this is not rooted in the right place," without fearing that you will lose the other person's respect for having made that mistake. You're confident enough in yourself to make a mistake and admit to having made one. Um, but I'd also say, okay, going into the phone call we just had, we both, whether it was an active thing today or it's invariably an active thing generally, have made the choice that we are going to hold on to one another. We are friends, and we're not going to I will not let you go, and I know that you're not going to let me go.
no,
And so, in a moment where if you say, "Is that your ego?" If I lie,
yeah.
now there's a rupture in our friendship that's going to be hard to repair. And it's just the older you get, the smarter you get, I think, more often than not. And it's easy to just make the choice. I care enough about this person to do what I need to do in order to preserve and pursue this friendship.
I want to go down this path of you said something which is you talked about confidence